All right, I'm live on Google Hangouts. um, yeah, I had a couple of moments this week I just wanted to share with you. It is officially week 18. I am down a combination in total 90 pounds and fluctuating. It keeps going from like 285.1 to 285, and then it'll go up to 286, and then it'll go back to 285. So I'm sort of fluctuating still, but I'm still losing weight, and thinking that's pretty awesome. If you're watching me for the first time, hi, my name is Amada, like Hakuna Matata. And I had the gastric bypass on April 11th at Bellevue Hospital here in New York City. So what I do for work is I'm a tour guide. So I do a lot of walking, and I'm just trying to stay consistent with eating low carb diets and sticking to what I'm allowed to eat and what I'm not allowed to eat. You know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. So I had a couple of things happen this week I just wanted to share with you. The weight loss definitely has been interesting in the fact that I can wear a bunch of clothes that when I moved to New York, I fit in. So I'm roughly around a size 22, 24, and I'm probably thinking I was around a 26 or 28 when, or even a 30 at one point in the last couple of years. So, but that's the good news is I've now got a collection of yoga pants and sports bras that I love to wear because I can work out in them, or if I'm just doing things around the house, like that's what I wear. I also got a Fitbit, so I'm tracking my steps and making sure that I'm trying to get in at least a mile or 2 miles a day. And yeah, and now I've got nice pants to wear when I give my tours, so it's pretty awesome. So some of the things that I wanted to share this week that I noticed, and as you probably saw in the title of my video, apparently my voice has changed. Now, it's probably not that big of a shock. It kind of was to me because as a singer and as an actress, I kind of take it very personal whenever you bring up something about my voice. But I have noticed, and I don't know if you guys who are watching these videos, if you've noticed when you go to watch people and they share their weight loss story, it's pretty much after like a month or two, their voices change. Like there's something that happens there with like the vocal cords and I guess the fat that's like around the neck and all of these things. So yeah, so when I actually had people I haven't seen since March, since March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, they haven't seen me in like 5 or 6 months. Saw me yesterday. First of all, half of them didn't recognize me, which was also a surprise to me because I'm standing there going, hi, and they're like, who are you? So it was kind of fun, but at the same time I was like, why don't you recognize me? What's wrong? Yeah. Second, they mentioned that my voice sounded different to them. So that was weird. I guess I'm not exactly sure if I sound higher or if I sound lower. And now I kind of like, maybe I should go look at my previous videos and see what they're talking about. And then third, some of people said that they thought that my neck looked taller. I seemed taller to them for some reason. But I guess what really kind of bothered me, I guess, the most was that as encouraging as people can be with saying nice things to you, sometimes it was kind of, I don't know, like shocking to me that they would even say things. So, and not that I think any of my friends intended to, what's the word, intended to try to tell me that they disapprove or approve of anything. But, it just kind of was kind of a shock that they would say, well, you're so beautiful now. Not that you weren't before, but the fact that they would say that, it just kind of, I don't know, it made me feel very insecure. It made me kind of like take a step back, and like I found myself wrapping my hands around my waist as if I was very protective. And then I'm thinking like, gosh, that's so, I know that they didn't mean it as in a bad thing, but it was very judgmental. And like, you know, I've been sharing my stories with you guys on YouTube, and I've had a lot of people say, you're so brave for, you know, sticking your neck out and sharing so many details of your personal life with people. And I've had so many people say, thank you for doing that, because you've encouraged me to go back to the gym, you know, or get back on the wagon, because I'm seeing that you're losing weight, you know. And so that made me feel good, you know, but then it was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting, I guess, the emotions that it brought up. And speaking of, I had a really crazy dream last night. I'm going to share it with you because I don't know what it means, and maybe you guys have an idea. But so after this experience, went to bed, and I slept okay, I guess, for most of the night. Then I was sort of up at like 7 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm already thinking about bed. It's only 6 o'clock here. But I was just like, okay, I'm trying to go back to sleep. I've got an hour and a half still. I don't have to get up till 8:30. And I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to go back to sleep. And I don't know. I don't like getting old. I don't like the feeling that I'm like, you know, I guess I'm getting old, and it's hard sometimes to go back to sleep, you know? And so I don't know if this is what's going on with that, but yeah, so I'm like trying to go back to sleep. And then at some point, I guess I did fall asleep because I had this bad dream. And in my dream, it was like all of my friends and my family were here at the house, and they were all going through my stuff, and I had just woken up, and I'm like laying there, and I'm trying to cover myself up with a blanket, you know, and and then at some point I'm like screaming at people like, why are you moving my stuff? Like, why did you take this out of the room? Like, where are you going? And the room looked different, by the way. It wasn't like this exact house. It looked different. And you know, and so then at some point I decide, okay, well, they're not listening to me. Maybe I should get up so I can see what's happening. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm more tired than I felt like I was. So I finally in the dream get up, and I'm like, all right, let me just get like some clean underwear, and I'll take a shower real quick, and then we can go over whatever's happening, right? We'll address the situation. So in my dream, though, now I can't find my underwear. I can't find it. I'm like freaking out. Like, how could they have taken my underwear? I just want to take a shower. And that's like, I just kept saying it like over and over. I woke up so angry, like livid, pissed, thinking my underwear better be in that freaking drawer. Like, I'm going to take a shower. I have to take a shower now. And like, so, when the alarm went off, I was still very tired, and I was just like, I don't know, maybe if I could just go back to sleep for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something, I can like shake off this anger, you know, because who wants to wake up angry and try to start their day? So I was like, oh, can you hit the snooze button? So he hits the snooze button, my husband, and try to go back to sleep. Still not going back to sleep. Eventually, I'm like, all right, fine, let me get up. And I was still angry. And then I went to work, and it's just kind of funny because like the guides I work with, you know, we're all very open with each other. And like, I didn't even have my makeup on when I showed up at work. I actually was like, I'll just put it on when I get there. I'm sure I'll have time. / don't really care if I have any makeup on today. But I found myself telling my friend Steven at work, like, I was like, I had a bad dream this morning. He's like, oh, you know, I had a bad dream the other night too. And we're like talking about our bad dreams, you know, like it's a support group of bad dreams. And then the other girl, Laura, shows up, and she's like, what's going on? You had a bad dream? Oh, that's awful. So it was just kind of just weird. It was funny. It's funny now, but I was so angry, and I'm thinking, like, what the hell does all this mean? What does this mean? I'm not losing as much weight as I was, but you know what? A pound a week, damn, weeks fly by faster than you can expect. And I'm still in a place where, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm still in a place where, okay, yeah, in the last, what is it? April, May, June, July, August, in the last 5 months, I've dropped 90 pounds. That's a lot of weight, but at the same time, I'm like, it's not a lot of weight because I'm just back to square one where I was when I first moved to New York. I'm back to a size 22, 24. I'm older. Should have done this years ago, and like, I don't know. I'm trying to stay motivated, and I'm definitely going to keep being on the diet that I have to be. I have no other choice. This is the choice of having such a stressful change on your body. I mean, you don't have any other choice but to follow the recommended diet because, I mean, sure, I could go back to trying to eat a piece of pizza or something, but I won't be able to eat a whole piece. Like, I'm surprised sometimes by the things that I can eat. Like, I had 2 bowls of salad yesterday, but I was starving. I really had only had like, geez, what did I have yesterday? I ate like some leftover, we had got some Thai food. I had some leftover curry or something, some chicken and tofu. And for breakfast, which was like 10 or 11 o'clock, and some coffee. I had some coffee, and then I went and did a FAM tour, which is, we like to call them familiarization tours. They're tours that are offered by the Guides Association of New York City. So as a licensed tour guide, if I wanted to, for example, give one of my tours to other guides so that they could see what kind of work I do and learn something along the way. Like, we all offer free tours to each other so that we can get feedback on how we're doing as a tour guide, and also just, so that we can like share with each other and learn from each other. And I haven't done a FAM tour in a long time. And I finally was like, oh, finally, like, aligns with the heavens. I actually have an event that same day that the FAM tour is happening. So I'll go give this FAM tour, which is the 2-hour walk around Madison Square Park. It was awesome with Lee Gelber. Fabulous tour guide, by the way. And then I was like, okay, it's 7, and then that'll end at 6:30 and I'll have my tour at 7. So I walked around for another 2 hours around, now I'm in Times Square. So I was walking and standing on my feet for 4 hours yesterday, and had only had the tofu and the chicken curry, and I had a protein bar about right before the start of the other tour around 4 o'clock. And then I didn't get home until about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then I'm eating 2 bowls of salad, and I think I had like 3 chicken legs. So calorie wise, I probably was fine, but I don't think I'm supposed to be able to eat that much salad in one sitting. I don't know, and so it's just weird. And then like I had yoga this week. Sorry, I keep moving around. I'm just trying to get comfortable. It's probably actually why my knee hurts now that see, this is a therapeutic thing. Sometimes it's for you guys and sometimes it's for me. Yeah, my knees are kind of bothering me today. At least my left knee was kind of bothering me today. And I thought maybe it's just because it's like stormy. It's like the humidity and stuff, and that happens when you got bones. So, yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys too, but I also have osteoarthritis in both my knees because of the heavy weight. And this is what propelled me to have gastric bypass and everything, because I'm a tour guide and I need to walk for a living. So had to do this, had to do it. Just, what was I talking about? Earlier this week, I did a yoga class. And it wasn't like your normal yoga class. It actually was senior citizen yoga. And so there was a chair involved, and we did stretchings and things like that, sitting in the chair. And then we used the chair for leverage to stretch out our legs and do lunges and stuff like that. And at first I was like, everything inside of me was screaming, Amada, come on, you can do better than this. Like, get over on the freaking treadmill and, you know, work it out. Like, do what you need to do. Like, why are you sitting in the senior citizen thing? But then a part of me was like, what happens if my knees go bad and I can't do the yoga anymore like normal? You know, I'd like to be able to know that I can do some of these moves. And by the way, I was sweating by the end of that workout. So that lady was definitely, she knew what she was talking about. And all the seniors were like, you're welcome to stay, you know, but this might not be something you are interested in sticking around for. And I was like, no, I'll do the class. And I was sweating by the end of it. So, anyway, yeah, I have no idea why I just went into that yoga story, but I'm working out. I'm getting a little bit of workouts. I'm not like every Tuesday dedicated to whatever, and maybe I should be more dedicated to but my schedule, I'm at a point where I can make my own schedule, and I'm also at a point where I can't lose business because I run my own company. So I need to be able to leave things, you know, out there for any chance that anybody is like, oh, I want to come and do a tour with you. Are you available tomorrow? Sure. You know, go to my website. Here's the booking. The only other thing I also wanted to mention was my hair loss. I am planning on going to see my Aunt Pat. Well, it's Damon's aunt, but I call her Aunt Pat now. She did my hair last time. We highlighted here, and then I had her give me an asymmetric cut because, first of all, it was so freaking hot. I was sick of literally walking for 2 hours and drenched and twisting my hair out. I was just sick. So I asked her to cut most of it off, and so she did. And so now I've got lots of, you know, these hairs. This is the majority of it. So it's like really long here, and then it gets shorter as you go around the side. I think I'm going to ask her to shave this. So all of this is grown out now, but I'm ready to like buzz cut it because every single time I go to just even do that hair, there's freaking, I don't even know if you can see this, but there's hair. It just falls out. And I'll be sitting here and just watching Netflix or watching one of your guys' YouTube videos, and all of a sudden I will physically feel a piece of hair land as if it's like a piece of brick falling off of, you know, a shelf or a rock or something, and I feel it fall on my body, and I'm like, what, you know, and I'm like pulling out the hair, and I'm just, you know, I understand that the weight loss is traumatic, and that, you know, and I'm taking my biotin, I'm taking B12, I'm taking vitamin D once a week. I take these little green capsules. I sometimes sneak in some extra chewy multivitamin, calcium or B12, whatever, vitamin D. I fluctuate between eating multi-gummy vitamins in the mornings and then taking the normal multivitamin pill around dinner time. And so I'm definitely getting in all of my nutrients, and I'm definitely mostly only eating. The Caesar salad had a couple of, you know, croutons in it or whatever. And at that point I'm like, well, I haven't even made 1,000 calories today, so I'll just eat these croutons because it makes me happy. But I don't like overboard on anything, you know, and the weight is coming off, and it's once a week, or it's maybe even 2 pounds a week. And I'm trying to drink as much water as I can. So, and I have a glass of wine every once in a while. Yep, not gonna lie about that. Definitely, it's one of the only things that's like sort of de-stressing me this time. So, yeah, now you guys know my life story. This is what Amada does in her world. Work, workouts, and yeah, other things. This is what I'm focused on this year, you know, and I'm taking the time to do it. And I guess I was just really happy to be able to do the fam tour. And I was just kind of, I knew that people were going to say stuff, but at the same time I was kind of like, I don't know, like I feel weird. Anyway, and then a friend of ours that Damon and I are friends with, you know, I saw him a month and a half ago, and all he did was say, "You look great," you know, like, "You look great, Amada. How do you feel?" And I thought that was like the best compliment you could possibly give somebody. Like, you don't have to say you were ugly and now you're beautiful, or you're even more beautiful now. You could just say, "You look great." Like, I think there's a nice neutral tone to that, and it makes you feel good instead of insecure. So I don't know if people are watching this and you all think I'm just like snobby or mean or insecure or whatever, but my advice is, you know, when you see friends losing weight, like, just be supportive. Just, you know, just say, "You look great. You know, how do you feel?" You know? And I think I don't know, because I really was kind of, I was a little thrown off, and maybe I'm just being too sensitive. But now, knowing, you know, I got this 90 pounds off, and I'm trying to get down to about, I guess, 180. So if I'm 285, I've still got 105 pounds to go. And when people hear that, they're like, "Geez, another 105 pounds, really? But you look great now," you know? And I'm like, yeah, but this is why I had the surgery. This is, you know, sure, I could say, okay, I'm fine, but I'm not. You know, I personally want to do better. I see that, you know, these people who, like, weightlifters or these ninja warriors and stuff, and like, man, like, that is so cool to me. Anybody that can do that kind of stuff with their body, like, physically, it's mind-blowing and so cool. And I hope, you know, once I get past a certain amount of weight, I'm going to say like another 50 pounds, I'm going to start to try to go across the monkey bars. That sounds stupid, I know, but I've never been able to do it. I'm probably lying. I probably, when I was a kid, could do it, but not very good. I was pudgy even when I was a kid. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. So I have already taken up quite a bit of your time. I thank everybody for subscribing. I thank you guys for following me on my journey. You know, I am an open book, so feel free to send me messages, post a comment, question, anything like that. I'm happy to share it with you. And yeah, by the way, all of you look great. All right. I hope you guys got something out of this, and you know, feel free to share it with me and stuff. And yeah, we'll talk later. I got nothing else. That's all I really had to share this week. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.